Sunday at the OWL Arena in Halle, Germany, wrote itself into American tennis his Stuttgart defeat against Ben Shelton, and then he had gone out and beaten Alexander Zverev, the reigning Roland Garros champion, which tells you everything you need to know about what kind of week Fritz was having. He was not there to make up the numbers. He was there to win. But Tiafoe had other plans. What unfolded in that final was a masterclass in controlled aggression. Tiafoe served at an elite level throughout the entire match. Not once, not a single time, did Fritz earn a break point against him. Think about that. Two of the best servers in the game, on grass, in a final, and Tiafoe was simply untouchable on his own service games. He was locked in. He was clinical. He was everything you need to be on a Sunday in a title match. And when Fritz did give him the opening, Tiafoe took it. One break in the first set. One break in the second. That was all he needed. 6-4, 6-4. Clean, efficient, dominant. The kind of scoreline that looks easy on paper, but tells a story of someone who had done the work, managed the nerves, and executed a game plan without flinching. But to understand how much this win meant, you have to look at the full week Tiafoe put together. Because this was not just about winning a final. This was about what it took to even get there. For the first time in his entire professional career, Tiafoe defeated 3 top 10 players in a single tournament. 3 in 1 week. He came through his round of 32 match against Flavio Cobolli, navigated the quarterfinals against Felix Auger-Aliassime, and then dismantled Fritz in the final. A full week of high-level tennis, no soft matches down the stretch, and Tiafoe did not drop his level once. That is the kind of performance that changes how people talk about you. That is the kind of week that shifts a career narrative. And the moment the match ended, the outpouring began. Coco Gauff, who has become one of the most prominent voices in American tennis, immediately took to Instagram to celebrate. Ben Shelton, Robin Montgomery, Riley Opelka, and Haley Baptiste all flooded social media with posts honoring their compatriot. Gauff, Shelton, Opelka, and Montgomery posted celebratory emojis and tagged Tiafoe directly, turning his notifications into a stream of genuine love from teammates and peers who have been in the trenches with him. Baptiste, who is currently sidelined and working her way back from an injury she picked up at Roland Garros, took a moment despite everything she is going through to post Tiafoe's photo on her Instagram story and layer it with a red heart. That small gesture said a lot. When your community shows up for you even when they are going through their own battles, you know the bond is real. The celebration on the court itself was something else entirely. After the final point, after the trophy was placed in his hands and the enormity of the moment started to wash over him, Tiafoe did not disappear into the locker room. He stayed. He soaked it in. He gave a speech that had genuine emotion behind every word, the kind of speech that comes from someone who has worked for something for a long time and finally watched it come together. And standing right there beside him was Ian Broomfield. Broomfield, who is herself a professional tennis player, has been by Tiafoe's side through the grind of the tour, and she was right there for this moment too. After the trophy ceremony, she posted an emotional tribute on her Instagram that captured the feeling of the week in a single line. She wrote, "Let it all work out. Your 2026 Halle ATP 500 champ." She followed that up with a series of photos from the court in the aftermath of the victory, Tiafoe holding the trophy, the two of them together, surrounded by close friends who had made the trip to be part of the celebration. These are the moments that stay with you, not just as a player, but as a person. Because tennis can be an isolating sport. You travel the world largely on your own. The wins are yours, but so are the losses. The pressure builds in private. So, when a week like this happens, when everything clicks, when the serve holds, when the breaks come at the right moments, when 3 top 10 players fall one after another, and then your partner is there on the court, your friends are posting from their homes across the world, your countrymen and women are flooding your mentions, that is something bigger than a trophy. That is what Frances Tiafoe carried off the grass in Halle on Sunday. History, hardware, and a room full of people who wanted nothing more than to watch him win. The first American champion in Halle Open history, and at 31 years old, with a game that has never looked sharper on grass, there is absolutely no reason to think this is where the story ends. This is just the part where it gets interesting.